me tell you something. For a lot of chicks, the reason why a lot of them want to get married is because they think that marriage is a finish line.
Exactly.
They think that once they get, and this is why you can't give a woman the title too early, because a woman has to continuously earn her spot.
Exactly.
And so a lot of women, once they get married or once you make them your girlfriend, they feel as if, oh, well, I've done enough. I don't have to do anymore.
Right.
And so that's where the laziness comes in, the entitlement and the complacency comes in. So she doesn't treat you like she's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? She treats you as if, well, I already got him, so why do I have to do anything else? Like you ever watch? I was watching the Olympics. You ever watch a runner run a race? When they hit that finish line, they fall to the ground. Because they don't have to put any more effort in because they made it to the finish line.
Right.
And mentally, that's what marriage is to a lot of women. So once they get married, they feel like all their womanly responsibilities and duties as a wife is done.
I'm Keith, winner of the Bad Boy Membership Contest. I recently joined the Bad Boy Membership, but I wish I had done it a long time ago because the content is the real deal. It helps you become more secure, confident, and masculine, which will help you in all aspects of your life, but especially with women. So thank you for the prizes that I won, but the real thanks is for the powerful content. Get on the Bad Boy Membership now. You won't regret it.
Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.
What's going on, fellas? This is Severe.
What up? What's going on?
I have a multi-part question. For me, just a little context. I'm already married. Less than 3 years. Is it too late to implement the game with my wife?
What?
Wait, say it again.
Yeah, I've been married for less than 3 years. Right? Long time girlfriend, college sweetheart, the whole thing. Is it too late to implement lessons of the game in the relationship? Meaning trying to get what it is that I want: more sex, more submission, being obedient, and that type of thing.
No, well, this is the thing. It's never too late, but I wish you would have started that from the jump, my brother, because now it's just gonna be harder for you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the game don't stop when you get married. You understand what I'm saying? The game is always on. You feel what I mean? So let me ask you this: what's going on in your marriage? So you're not having enough sex? Like, what's going on in your marriage that you want to happen more? What do you want more of going on when it comes to your situation?
Yeah, but definitely sex is one of the issues. But more so, it is trying to convey my will in the relationship of, hey, look, I need more cooking to happen. That's not happening. I need you to be able to, take on more of the wifely duties. That's not really happening.
Damn, bro.
Hold.
Hold on, Miles, before you say something, I gotta hit this button real quick. Okay, go ahead, Miles.
Listen, my brother. So not to be stuck in the past, but I need to understand the context of the situation.
Right.
What was going on when you decided to bestow the title of wife to this female?
Yeah, low self-esteem and low confidence at the time, right? Ran into financial troubles. Didn't bet on myself and was like, all right, well, you stuck with me through the down part. So now that I'm on the come up, I'm gonna, do right by you and do the whole marriage thing.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something real quick, and this is just a side note. To do right by a woman, the best way to do right by a woman is to do right by yourself. But that's a whole nother, that's a slightly different conversation. But here's what I need to also get from you. It sounds like you've made certain mistakes that like Lucario said is going to make it difficult for you to change the program at this point.
Right.
Do you understand? The only thing I would say to you, the only thing I need you to understand from this point on is really have like a, do a little bit of self inspection or reflection, self-reflection. Really like nail down what it is you want and what it is you need from a woman, and then make a choice and decide right now that you're not afraid to lose her. Decide right now that you're not afraid to divorce her. Decide right now that you're not afraid to lose half your shit. Right. If it means that she is not willing to do what you need her to do as a wife. Do you understand me? Because you're only doing yourself and that woman the disservice to allow the marriage to continue if it's not moving in the direction that you need it to move to. Not that you want it to move to, but the direction that you need it to move to. You understand? So you have to really break it down and figure out the necessities of the plan that you have for your marriage and your relationship in general. And if it's not moving in that direction, you have to really say to yourself, well, the things that I need from a relationship is more important than losing this current relationship.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to really make some serious decisions. And moving forward, my brother, it's all about understanding what you want. Regardless of you falling on hard times, a woman has to understand exactly who you are. You understand? Regardless of anything that's going on in your life, your identity has to come first. She has to know who she's dealing with. So she knows, hey, this is the type of man I'm with, whether times are good or times are bad. That's why they do that shit in the general marriage vows. They say, I'm supposed to love, honor, and obey this man in sickness, in good, bad times, in sickness and in health, meaning that she's going to be down for you at all times. But in your situation, I don't think before you married her, I don't think you had a clear handle on your identity. So now everything is in limbo. You get what I'm saying? And now the sad part is you're already married. She's already locked in. Right. And because of that, she's already entitled, or she already probably feels entitled to certain things and certain aspects and certain dynamics of your life. You understand? Now, I'm not saying all is lost, but if you begin to implement, what you call the game right now, you need to not be afraid to lose her. You understand? Because trying to implement or trying to change the program now, her programming in her brain might start to malfunction. And she gonna be like, who's this new nigga I'm talking to? And why do I have to cook more? And why do I have to do this? Because let me tell you something, for a lot of chicks, the reason why a lot of them want to get married is because they think that marriage is a finish line. Exactly. They think that once they get, and this is why you can't give a woman the title too early, because a woman has to continuously earn her spot. Exactly. And so a lot of women, once they get married or once you make them your girlfriend, they feel as if, oh, well, I've done enough. I don't have to do anymore. Right. And so that's where the laziness comes in, the entitlement and the complacency comes in. So she doesn't treat you like she's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? She treats you as if, well, I already got him, so why do I have to do anything else? Like you ever watch? I was watching the Olympics. You ever watch a runner run a race? When they hit that finish line, they fall to the ground because they don't have to put any more effort in because they made it to the finish line. Right. And mentally, that's what marriage is to a lot of women. So once they get married, they feel like all their womanly responsibilities and duties as a wife is done. Exactly. You understand? That's when they start to gain weight. They start to get disrespectful. The house ain't clean and nothing ain't going on. And you're looking around like, what the fuck did I just do marrying this chick? Right. And bruh, this is what I say to you too. This is the thing. I'm gonna be real with you. This shit's gonna be difficult for you to salvage this, because right now you're asking us to take out a grape juice stain out of a white t-shirt. You understand? Like this is what's happening. This is what it sounds like. Now, this is what you can do, right? You have to have a conversation with your woman
right? Like a sit down conversation and on some, this is how things are going to be from now on. But you cannot have that conversation until you figure out what the fuck you want to happen.
Facts.
Specifically. You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta know down to a T what you want to happen. Now, not only are you telling her what you want to happen, you have to ask yourself, what type of changes are you willing to do to become the man that she can respect to give that to?
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, the things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can't just be tell her, hey, I want this, that, and you still doing the same bullshit.
Right.
Because what happens is that, and this is what I'm saying, in that conversation, you need to let her know, hey, listen, these are the things that I need for you to change, and this is how I'm going to change.
Right.
So we're both going to make a shift in this relationship to get it to a certain place. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So that's the thing. So you got to make sure that, because the thing is that the reason why in the first place, when you first get with a girl and you vetting her and you're doing all this other stuff, the reason why she's even doing the things that she's doing as far as sticking with you and, like when you first dating her and, she wants to be your girlfriend or whatever, the reason why she's sticking with you is because she sees the type of man you are. So she's willing to wait until she's proven herself to be in the position of girlfriend or wife or whatever it is, right? So that's what happens when you're vetting a girl. So she already sees that. So now with the mistake you made, you just made this woman your wife just because, you understand? And so she doesn't have to fuck you. You understand? She doesn't have to cook and clean. She's like, whatever. Like, why I got to do anything for you? Like, who cares? Like, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going to do nothing. It's whatever. So that's her attitude. So now you're going to have a sit down and have that conversation with her. But before that conversation happens, you need to know exactly what you want, and you need to be clear on how you're going to become that guy in order to have that situation happen. You see what I mean? So for example, let me get, like, for example, when she said, let me talk about the sex thing real quick. So how often do you have sex?
Okay. Unfortunately, it's less than 5 times a month.
Less than 5 times a month? Damn. That's about like once a week-ish, if you know what I'm saying? And so do you initiate sex and she rejects you?
Yeah, that's usually
how it plays out. God damn. Okay, so what happens? So her cooking and cleaning and all that. So do you tell her, hey, listen, you need to cook me some food. I need some dinner right now. Like, do you say that to her?
Yeah, that's been the changing dynamic because the work has been happening for myself, right? Again, I told you that the main reason of sticking it through with her after the whole financial setback, and then over some time, the financial setback got cleared out, all the debt was erased, and then the whole high value man stuff, whatever, like that BS, because the money started being made, and I'm like, well, the money's being made, but nothing's really changing. Being in the gym and all that, so the figure is changing, but again, like nothing in the relationship is like changing.
Right.
And so I'm like, man, hey, but if we really want to make this thing work and keep it going, I'm like, yo, these are the things that I'm going to really need to see for it to for it to stay, and it's not really happening.
See, and bro,
and then plus the weight on her end is starting to increase.
Go ahead, Miles.
No kids either. I'm like,
Player 007 asked this, and this is something I was going to ask. Are there any kids in the situation?
No kids.
Good. Okay, good. That's at least you're good there.
So like what Miles is saying, bro, you gotta be ready to lose her. You understand? So you gotta
be ready to lose her.
You gotta be ready to implement this new situation, and then be prepared for her to not want to cooperate.
Right.
Be prepared to end the shit. You know what I'm saying? If she's not gonna cooperate, because there shouldn't be any reason why this should continue on anymore in this manner. But see, this is the problem when you guys deal with women. This is why you have to start from the beginning, from the first time you holler at this chick. That's when the shit's supposed to start. That's when you're supposed to start vetting her. That's when you're supposed to start letting her, giving her direction. That's when you're supposed to start seeing if she's cooperative. That's, you understand? All of that stuff has to happen from the beginning. So let's say, for sake of argument, it doesn't work out with your wife and you get with a new chick. Bruh, from the beginning, you have to do this. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because if you let it go too far, this is what happens. And this could be a thing that's going to make it harder for you to switch it around. Now, again, it's not impossible, but you have to be very, very sure of what you want, and be very, very sure that you can be that man that can maintain that. You understand? So if you tell her, hey, look, I want A, B, C, D, and E to happen, and she's like, okay, cool, let's make it happen. You also have to be the type of guy that can maintain that. So that's really what it is. So, bruh, we wish you luck, my brother. Keep us posted. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let us know what's going on. Absolutely. You feel me? All right.
Absolutely. I made the donation. Just one quick, timeline question. How much time is realistic to give her to make these changes before it's, drop the anvil?
Well, this is the thing. The shit should be immediate. You understand? But it should be a gradual process. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, for example, with the sex thing, let's say you go from one day a week to like freaking, depending on what you want. Like, how often would you like to have sex?
At least twice a week, minimum.
Okay, so that's what you tell her. You feel what I'm saying? And if that's what you want, that's what she needs. That's what she should be doing. You understand what I'm saying? And so that should be happening immediately, and then that should be being consistent over time. You see what I'm saying? So if you spoke to her tonight, that shit should just start tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? Or even that night. You understand? Whatever. It should be immediate, and it needs to be consistent from that point on. You see what I'm saying? All of the things that you say, but remember, you have to be ready to have this conversation and have all your ducks in a row, so that when it's time for shit to go down, you understand? You're not fumbling and you're not all over the place, because if that happens, it's a super wrap. You understand what I'm saying? Because then she ain't gonna respect you, because she'll be like, wait a second, you talking about you want all these changes and you up there being on some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you're on point. You feel what I mean?
Another thing I would say to you too, just on some financial divorce lawyer type shit, like, cause you say you making money now, right? All the debt is gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now have you had any plans to make investments or buy property or anything like that?
That's the plan this year.
That's a plan. Okay, what I need you to do is I need you to get her on board before you make any of those investments. Because if you begin to try to implement the game, or whatever it is you're trying to do, and you have to divorce her, then they're gonna say, oh well, you got property, you got this, you got that, and then it's gonna be more. There's more of a pie for you to split up. So there's certain things that you're gonna have to get her in on the ground floor, or draw a line in the sand and be like, all right, well, if you're not down, then we need to separate or divorce now. And then once you separate and divorce, see where everything is at, and then you can begin making those investments on your own.
Right.
You understand? So you have to keep those things in mind as you move forward. You understand? Based on the amount of money you make and your plans for the future as far as investments and things like that.
All right.
Yeah. All right, cool. Appreciate the game, fellas. I'm definitely making another donation tonight.
Appreciate
man. Appreciate you, man. Good luck.
All right, bro. Man, you see guys, this is exactly why game is important, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly why. You see what I'm saying? Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women
to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com. All right, shout out to Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham, the bad boys at the dating game, and the badboymembership.com for these great prizes to help me tighten up my game. I have the Seiko watch, the Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cologne, and a $100 gift card for Target to tighten up my spot. So now I got my wrist right, I got my smell right, I'm gonna have my spot right. Now I got my mind right because of all that game I've been learning on the badboymembership.com. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the game that you guys lay down. And y'all stay up. Peace.
What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham, and what I want to talk about today is the Bad Boy Membership Contest. All you have to do to be eligible to win the Bad Boy Membership Contest is to be a Bad Boy member. See, what we realize is that when guys join the Bad Boy Membership, they make the transition from simp to player very quickly, and we're just trying to make that transition just a little bit easier. So here's what you get if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. So here's what you receive if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. A bottle of Bad Boy Cologne by Carolina Herrera, New York. A luxury designer timepiece. And a $100 gift card. To increase your chances of winning, share this post in your story, tag 3 friends, and subscribe to Mr. Lucario or the Miles Cunningham YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. And follow Real Mr. Lucario and Miles in the Game on Instagram. The winner will be announced at the first of the month. Good luck.